Importantly, Shade, you're obsessed with Phantasy Star Online. We recorded an hour-long podcast about Phantasy Star Online that is available now to patrons of Whams! Whams!
Whams patron. It's available. You can go and you can
$5 a
support.
month.
I guess we should have a link to it.
It's
the
the monthly movies and games, or Mags podcast.
Whams! This is Shade.
I'm Bird.
That's Bird. And over here is Trixie.
I didn't read this manga, so I'm sitting this out.
Yeah, you better be.
Yeah, the camera's going off.
Tower Dungeon's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
We covered Tower Dungeon this week, and
we haven't covered it yet.
Well,
we read it.
Fucking what do we do? We covered it. We're all over the place. I've been like Rimuru Tempest and absorbed this manga into my soul.
Yeah, I really liked it. What would you say you'd give it out of 10?
This is like a strong 9.
Strong 9?
Strong 9, almost a 10.
Thinking this might be my first manga 10.
Okay.
Of Whams. My first Whams manga 10.
I am leaning closer to 10. Yeah, that's why I said strong 9. This is a lot of fun. Like
it was a really, really enjoyable read.
They have power systems that they don't explain too much, which I know you must be a fan of.
I like the confusing
the whole
bits.
Turning into dragons thing.
Yeah,
Fuck it, why
like,
not?
okay,
There's a guy
cool.
with a dragon eye wandering around, and he doesn't turn into a dragon. Whatever.
Right.
We've got a necromancer who's just a friend. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
After 10,
There's so
15
much shit
chapters
that goes on in
of
this
just
fucking manga.
yeah, there's a lot. There's
So
I'm gonna stop.
and the thing about it, right? So I gave it a 10. The only other manga that I have considered a 10 in my life that I've read so far are One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, and
Sakamoto days.
no,
Okay.
what was it? Kaguya-sama Love is War. And I love all of them for very different reasons. So 10 is a spectrum, right? Where it's like 1 through 10 is already a spectrum, and then 10 itself is also kind of a spectrum.
This
And
is the
Tower
first
Dungeon-
time I think you've gotten to explain this, because you've brought this up to me and B before of like 10 being a spectrum.
10, because there's things like I would hate just continuing to add numbers. I mean, I guess you could, but like it's like you give something 10, it just means that my enjoyment levels were at maximum.
Mhm.
But also, I appreciate one more than another, maybe. But it's still I enjoyed the fuck out of it, so it's a 10. And I enjoyed the hell out of this.
To level this to my perspective,
But I don't enjoy it nearly as much as One Piece.
there's a couple
or,
different beers I would give a 10. There's some I like more than others, but because they operate in different fields of beer, so like I might have a 10 for a lager, I might have a 10 for a stout, I might have a 10 for a saison. None of them are comparable because they are different. They are functionally different in what they're trying to do. And this, I'm at strong 9, which is basically a 9.7, 9.8.
Yeah.
This is really fun. So this suffers for me why I wouldn't give it a full 10. The same thing like Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen does of what the hell is happening? Every couple pages or so, there's some shit that I'm like, huh?
There are some moments where it moves a little too fast, and that's
and it's not
maybe
as
one of the,
bad as JJK or Chainsaw Man, where it's literally you can't tell what is happening. You can get a sense of what's happening, but it's still, I'd like a little more elaboration on what the fuck just happened.
There's some shit that it moves lightning fast, where there'll be like something that you think is going to be like the next major conflict, and it's 2 pages, and you go, oh. And then they kind of move on. You're like, but wait, what?
So, what do you think this is the most similar to that we've reviewed? Because I have a
most
clear
similar to
answer.
what we've reviewed. I don't know. What would you say?
Fuck. I wish I could remember the name.
What happened in it?
The landlord
Oh
manga.
yeah, Maison.
Maison, yeah, Maison and the endless apartment or whatever.
Yeah, so that's another
that is
Megastructure.
very close to this. I think.
Megastructure type deal.
I can't
And
think.
it also happens to be a big tower.
Yeah, but it in themes also I think is very, very close, because you've got this big nebulous bad guy that you don't really understand,
Yeah.
that kind of ends up being a good guy, which also sort of
And I
happens
mean,
here.
maybe Maizan's author was really inspired by it, because Tower Dungeon is the same author as the guy who made Blame, which is similar as well, where it's like a giant megastructure and just like people doing shit within it, and it's fast and kind of confusing.
Kind of like
um,
Snowpiercer, 1,001 cars long. Sorry, you haven't seen Snowpiercer.
I don't know
That
what the
doesn't
fuck that means.
It's the opposite of, well, it is a megastructure still because it's a 1,001 long train, but
Yeah.
it's slightly different because it's not a literal tower. I don't know. This manga was really good because you got medieval shit going on. You got our main dude who is known as what do they call him, like the holy salt carrier or something?
Eventually, they call him the salt. It was like salt guy. I don't remember.
Yeah. So we start off
Or Lord Salter
Lord
or
Salt.
something.
His name's Yuva, right?
Yeah, Yuva.
Yeah, so Yuva is just like a farm dude who
Yeah.
gets conscripted based off of weird archaic laws and then just kicks ass.
Yeah.
Straight up kicks
so,
ass.
So the way this like starts out, right, is that it's like Yuva is just like a farmhand, and they just like fucking bring him over into whatever this conflict is, and it explains very little about what is going on in this. He just kind of moves it, and it's like 5 pages.
The
It's
way
just
they
him,
explain it is
going from farm to tower front, and like the overall plot is that there is this kingdom that is kind of in ruin, or like about to be ruined, and the princess has been kidnapped by a necromancer and has been taken into this giant tower, and the kingdom is just really desperately trying to get this princess back from the tower so that they can like show face and like raise the morale of the kingdom and try to get things like solved.
the way they
and also the bloodline is like
shit,
important.
I did that twice. The way they explain it kind of feels to me like a Lego City ad.
Yeah, maybe.
The princess has been captured by a necromancer. Build your necromorph or whatever. What do they call them? Dracomorphs?
the Drake Matamirs or something like that.
Yeah, what the
Draco
fuck?
Draco Matamirs.
So this show has manga. This has Dracomorphs or Dracomatamir and necromancers and all different kinds of shit going on. It's all really fun. The royal family can in some way turn into a dragon or use the powers of a dragon. And then there's necromancers who are mostly exterminated. But the big bad is a necromancer, and he's bad, guys. He's really bad.
He's a bad boy.
He is not good.
He's a baddie. One of the things that I appreciated with this manga was that it wastes no fucking time. It gets into the dungeon.
Yeah.
Like,
Doesn't explain shit most of
Yeah.
the time. There's bits and pieces of explaining stuff, and it's very briefly. It's like a panel of a page,
Yeah.
and it's nice because it explains it just enough.
what it does is that it keeps things really mysterious. You're always going, oh, I wonder why that is. Like, Yuva is fucking crazy powerful.
And
like,
no one can explain it until
everyone's just
like
kinda like,
15 chapters in.
yeah, everyone's just kind of like, he's just like really fucking strong, I guess. And he gets like you said, he gets conscripted, and then they're like, hey, you're gonna join us into this dungeon expedition real quick. And then he joins them, and
Just starts carrying
he's the salt
everyone's
carrier.
shit.
Yeah, so they have him carrying salt, and then they explain to him like, oh, you're carrying salt because the monster that's sitting on the 50th floor
Hates salt.
hates salt. And he's like, oh, okay.
It's like it's a slime monster. But when I saw the monster hates salt, I went, "Are you about to see a big fucking snail?"
Yeah, big slug.
But it was not a big slug. It's just a big slime dude.
Yeah. And so it leaves us just as confused as Yuva is. Like, Yuva's just kind of like, okay, I guess he's just fucking rolling
And
with the punches.
Just as confused as every character is when they go into this stupid fucking tower.
Yeah, the
Tower
tower's
does
just, like,
not make sense.
doing random shit all the time. Which, to not just like just say everything that happened in the manga, because it's actually a lot. There's a lot that fucking happens.
But it's
and it happens really fast.
It's easy to read. It goes by really fast. Like, you don't feel hung up on anything. Everything they introduce makes a certain amount of sense.
Yeah.
But so the first chapter was 90 pages. Everything after that was about 50. But it's consumable.
Yeah, there's very little dialogue.
It's
a
Draw
lot
me
of
in.
great art.
The artist of this manga is Tsutomu Nihei, and he is most famous for creating a manga called Blam, or spelled
Yeah, I already
Blame,
mentioned it.
which is basically like the godfather of Megastructure manga. Like right now, Megastructures are like a big concept that lots of people are doing, but Blam was like the OG. It has almost no dialogue in it. Like the average chapter is just a bunch of action. It was a lot closer to the Jujutsu Kaisen, hard to tell what's actually fucking happening like feel, but his art has just gotten better and better over time, and he's just like one of the absolute gods of manga.
Yeah, I
drawing.
actually went and read a couple chapters of Blam too, because I was just like, all right, I really like this. I'm gonna go read that. And Blam is way more detailed, but also a lot harder to tell what's going on.
He calmed down on the detail over time. He also did Knights of Sidonia, which had a CG anime adaptation way back like 10 years ago. Kind of started like this CG anime boom. Like it was one of the first popular CG anime. So yeah, he's definitely a manga legend. Blame's from like 2003 or 4 or something like that. So he's more than 20 years of
an old look to it. Like the characters' faces are like
he has one called
gaunt.
Biomega, which is also like the same. All of his manga are like you're describing. Very little dialogue. Shit happens fast as fuck, and it's crazy as hell.
Yeah. So
that's all for me.
To kind of just like give some like what I really like and what I really don't like, things that like happened. I really liked how pretty quickly it goes from the kingdom is sending like a bunch of people in there to like them basically like pulling it back, and then there's only the 3 of them, and then
there's instability in our nation.
Yeah,
all 3 that are new get to deal with this now.
Yeah, so it's just the 3 of them, so they feel very small and alone in this megastructure of a tower, and then a bunch of characters sort of get introduced and like come in, and so by the
mouse
time
lady, the snake eye dude, the mouse dude, the Aridelia, who she's the necromancer, but she's a good necromancer, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
She made friends with the king of the nation. She made friends with the king of the nation, who it is heavily implied was just going around making friends with people he shouldn't have been making friends with.
Right. He basically was just like, I don't care who you are as long as you're cool with me.
Yeah. Just be chill.
But yeah, like it gradually introduces a bunch of friends, and then it becomes like a friendship manga where it's like they're all friends and they're just fighting this dungeon that is crazy.
The necromancer biology really got me
with all the larvae.
Yeah, of how she's like eating her own larva, and I was just like, oh,
it's disgusting.
It's disgusting, really but gross. Also like, yeah, you're trying to fit in with human society. Of course, you have to do this. Also,
yeah. So I liked that it became about friends and they were all friends together. What I didn't like, and maybe you can relate with this, I didn't like the weird, like contrived fucking telepathy stuff that starts happening.
Yeah, that is a little confusing.
So it starts
where they start reading each other's horny thoughts.
So I liked the horny thoughts. I thought it was funny, but I didn't like how everyone starts reading everyone's thoughts. It was just weird. So it starts out as like one character hands another character these 2 rings, and he's like, "Oh, these rings."
The Excavators Guild, who are purely comprised of hot women for some fucking reason.
No, it's only like half of them that are hot women. The other ones are just like dudes.
The important ones are hot women.
Real quick, Mayday from Space asks, so Knights of Sidonia by Muse is a reference to a manga? Other way around. The Muse song's from 06, the manga's from 09.
Yeah.
So there's this Excavators Guild. Our party saves them, and the Excavators Guild, meaning the leader being a hot woman, says, hey.
She's not the leader.
She isn't?
No, the guy is the leader. The one that hands in the rings.
Also, Sidonia is a region on the planet Mars.
Is it?
Sidonia is part of Mars.
Sidonia is part of Mars. Oh, that explains the album cover for Muse. Because they're on a table on Mars.
Why have we gone about naming regions of Mars?
Because we're gonna live there. Anyway, so yeah, the point was that they get these rings. It's these 2 rings, and he's like, they share your thoughts between the 2 of you. And so that was like a funny, cute way of like, because like Yuva and this like magic girl have been like building a relationship throughout, and it was a funny way of getting them.
Obviously gonna fuck.
Yeah,
but
like they put the rings on together, and they keep making this joke where like they keep thinking thoughts that are like especially Yuva keeps thinking thoughts that are perverted about other girls, and then she gets jealous, and then she keeps telling him to take
or about her.
to not have these thoughts. Yeah. And then she goes like, I can hear your thoughts. Stop having these thoughts. And then everyone else just goes, why don't you just take the ring off? But they keep them on because they both are clearly into like hearing each other's thoughts. But that's how it starts. And then eventually it's like, okay, and now if you're touching this person, you can hear these people's thoughts. And then this person gets introduced, and now you can hear their thoughts. And then this person has your blood, so you can hear their thoughts. And then it was like, at some point, like around where we caught up, it was like everyone can hear everyone's thoughts. And the manga literally just goes like, don't think about it. And I was like, this is weird and silly. Like, I was like, okay, I guess he just wanted all the characters to be able to talk to each other, and they're not all in the same area. And he just wants to be able to have dialogue between them all. But
you know, Professor X just links everyone, you know, mentally, and they can all hear each other's thoughts, and don't think about it too hard.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it works in both the movies. Actually, I don't know about the comics, but I'm going to say in the movies, that's how it works.
Right.
One of my favorite movies ever is X-Men First Class. And that's kind of how Professor X uses his powers of like, they're a strike team. They all have their thoughts linked. And at the penultimate scene of the movie where Magneto is just throwing a coin through a dude.
Yeah.
Professor X is going, no, please stop.
Don't do that. No.
X-Men First Class is like one of the best movies ever made. Please watch it if you haven't.
Yeah.
Just want to note that penultimate means second to last.
It sure does.
Do you know why that's the penultimate scene of that movie?
Why?
Because the ultimate scene of that movie is Professor X getting handicapped.
Oh.
Yeah. There you
because he's trying to protect a woman.
Disabled king.
You haven't seen X-Men First Class. That's okay.
We watched it together.
I'm thinking my favorite moment is either when the basilisks show up and kill the whole army.
That
and
is
then
cool.
they start fucking, and then it's revealed that the necromancer is like controlling all the basilisks and like crushing all the sculptures. And then the fucking dickhead dragon guy, the dickhead dragon guy gets taken over. And then a little bit later, we learn that the guy who is part of the party who was going to kill him, like that was his whole goal, was to kill him,
the dwarf
is his brother. They're brothers, and it's like it barely touches on it at all. But he's going to kill his brother.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think something to do with their mom, but it's not.
My favorite moment was Karash getting killed.
Yeah, like Karash getting killed and all of that. Karash was a fucking dickhead. But also, I really
the cat
liked,
lady. Any moment with the cat lady.
Yeah, the cat lady's awesome. She's the goat. I don't remember what her name is. It's like Gamna or something like that.
Garugon?
Another great moment was when they figure out that Yuva is like the son of the king, and
that
they're all just kind of like, I guess that makes sense why he's so fucking strong. He's probably a Dracometamir. Like,
yeah, but that was also like, oh, cool. We're just throwing that in now.
A little bit. I thought it was more so the fact that his sister. They were like, oh yeah, also your sister, and then he was like, yeah, she can move her hair, and I'm like, when was that always happening? I wasn't paying attention. And then I was just like, okay, yeah, we're just throwing that in there. And then they all just go like, okay, yeah, he was really strong. And the captain probably figured that out really fast. And then they all kind of just go like, that's awesome. I guess you're the new king whenever we get the princess saved. Like,
the funniest part was when he went, wait, I can't marry the princess?
Yeah, he's like, wait, that's my sister? Yeah, because he has like a fucking wet dream almost where like the princess.
It's like a psychic dream.
Yeah, before he knows that the princess is his sister, he has like a psychic dream connection with his sister, the princess, and she goes like, you might actually be able to save me. You need to like take this necklace. And then he gets the necklace and like it comes back with him through the dream. I don't know what's the bells. Maybe you can figure out a way back through the bells. But he then is like, wow, the princess is really pretty. And then the mage girl like blows him up because she's jealous. And then later he's like, oh, I can't marry the princess. She's my sister. But
accurate.
Fucking Star Wars ass shit.
Yeah, a lot of great
Not
moments.
even
he didn't
a
kiss
cousin.
her. He didn't kiss her. You know.
Well, they haven't met yet. I don't know. I only got to 20.
They met in the dream. I also thought it was crazy. After the dream, we see the princess as like a deformed Drachmetamir, and I was just like, is she getting like fucked up? Is she even savable now? Well, this is crazy, but they're probably gonna just pull some bullshit whenever they get there and be like, she's safe. You know, I don't know what. Like the tone is dark, but also really hopeful. So
it's dark. It's hopeful. It's funny. This checks a lot of the boxes. This is just good.
Who's your favorite character?
The Necromancer. Not the bat.
Aria
Delia or whatever the
Delia.
fuck her name is. Yeah, she's great. She's fun. I would say close second is probably the Cat Lady. Cat Lady's fun. Cat Lady's got honor. Hell yeah.
My favorite is probably the Mouse Girl.
Mouse Girl's good too.
She's awesome.
Mouse Girl's really funny.
She's just incredibly forward and really likes everyone.
So literally, when the Mouse Girl was introduced, I went, "Is this fucking Alice in Wonderland?" Do you remember the movie with the Mouse Girl with the needle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, this is just that."
Yeah, but she's awesome.
She's like a humanoid mouse because she's not mouse sized. She's just a short humanoid.
She's like gnome sized. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then her bodyguard is like dwarf sized.
Yeah. So what are we covering next week?
Okay, I think I just decided because it was on Shade read me a list of like a fucking 100 manga that have been recommended to him, and there's one
By
that
YouTubers.
I'm the most curious to hear you talk about, specifically the first segment of, because this manga, I think it's 22 volumes long. I think it goes downhill as it goes, but it starts off incredibly strong. And that is 20th Century Boys by Naoki Urasawa, the guy who made Monster and Pluto.
No.
A thinker.
But Pluto's like your favorite anime. And Monster's like your least favorite anime.
What do you hate about Monster so much?
It's really
It's
bad.
fucking... I don't like Monster.
You don't like Monster?
I watched a fair amount of
We watched
Monster,
15
the
episodes
anime.
of
I haven't
it,
seen
and-
shit about Monster, so I don't know anything about
Monster is just retreading the same path over and over again of going, wait, is Johan the bad guy? Yeah, Johan's the bad guy. Wait, is Johan the bad guy? Yeah, Johan's
It's like
the
the
bad guy.
most fucking like... It's mostly a problem of being super overrated, that people act like it's this insanely deep and fucking super cool
Well, and so,
adult story,
as
and
a
like you
kid-
watch it and it's just kind of fucking boring.
When
and,
I was
like,
growing up, I saw a lot
dumb.
of people talking about Monster of being like the penultimate, like Dexter levels of shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't know what's going on until you really know what's going on. It's like, no, this just tells you that Johan is the bad guy from the get go, and then you're just
I'm sure
playing
it-
around with, oh, he can't catch Johan. Johan's
I'm sure
the bad
it must
guy.
go in interesting directions. It's just a problem of that, like, what people like about it is that it feels very mature compared to other anime, and my feeling about it is this could have been
We've got
live action.
two comments that
like,
say Monster sucks.
Monster sucks.
we went on a lot of Monster Sucks ranting
we're
on the
not
We Watch
talking
Anime
about Monster. We're
podcast.
talking about 20th
No,
Century
20th
Boys.
Century Boys has one of the strongest
20th
like
century schizoid boys.
well, so even older than 21st Century Schizoid Man is a song called 20th Century Boy by the band T-Rex, which is a great song, and there is a lot of reference to like 70s rock music in this manga, but it has one of the strongest first arcs of a manga ever, in my opinion. And then I think from that point it becomes more and more mid as it goes. But
Mid. So that's what we're talking about
the
next
first
week.
arc will be worth talking about, and then you can decide for yourself if you want to read the rest.
And with that, what are we doing?
Going to piss.